Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. In addition to Brook and Dante's emotional overload, General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, May 27, 2025, reveal that Lois has some explaining to do and Sasha's anxiety is soothed. It's no surprise that Brook Lynn, Amanda Seton, and Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, are reeling after Giovanni Massa, reveals that he's Brook Lynn and Dante's son. He thinks that they are two people who never wanted to claim him. He also thinks that they knew who he was this whole time. But Brook Lynn had no idea that Lois planted Gio in their lives after Brook Lynn gave her son up for adoption over 20 years ago. In Friday's episode, Brook Lynn was distraught. And Dante, well, he was in disbelief and searching for Brook Lynn. It looks like Tuesday is the day they will confront each other, and according to the teasers, Brook Lynn and Dante are on emotional overload. What this tells us is that their conversation will be fraught, chaotic, and emotionally exhausting. Dante needs answers and explanations, and will need help figuring out why nobody told him anything. Meanwhile, Lois' reckoning is here. She obviously has some explaining to do, and she needs to explain what happened all those years ago and why she let everybody think that Gio was her cousin Camilla's. Other than Brook Lynn and Dante, Lois, Rena Sofa, really needs to tell Ned, Wally Kurth, and Olivia, Lisa Lo Cicero, why she did what she did. We fear the relationship between these three will never be the same. And she needs to explain her actions to Gio. Everything in this poor guy's life has changed permanently. Elsewhere, Cody, Josh Kelly, is filled with regret. Yeah, that tracks. He did know about Brook Lynn's pregnancy way back when, and never said anything to his best friend. And then he found out about the rest of the story and still never told his best friend. While not in the same boat as Lois, he does need to explain his actions. One of the other major nurses' ball moments happened when a tux-clad Michael, Rory Gibson, entered the ballroom and reunited with Wiley, Viron Weaver, and then told him they were going home to Wiley's sister. His return will probably send Willow, Caitlin McMullen, Drew, Cameron Matheson, and Nina, Cynthia Watros, into panic mode. Nina, of course, flies into rescue mode. Does she even know that Willow and Drew laid down the law with Carly Laura Wright, saying they would be willing, out of the goodness of their hearts, to let Michael have Wiley and Amelia, Sequoia, and Serenity Mork Mako every other weekend and 2 weeks during the summer? Has anybody found out that Drew and Willow also signed papers that, in essence, name each other the legal guardians of their kids, should something bad happen to one of them? Regardless, Nina sees the writing on the wall, and now that Michael is back and visibly healthy, he has a good chance of getting full custody of the kids. Drew and Willow's bid for full custody is weakening by the second. So Nina's next step is to seek Sonny's help. Will Sonny, Morris Bernard, reject Nina's pleas? Finally, Sasha's, Sophia Matson, anxiety is apparently soothed now that Michael's back. She probably hopes that she won't have to testify at the Michael versus Willow divorce/custody trial anymore. Will that be the case? Tensions are boiling over in Port Charles, and the week of May 27 brings an emotional firestorm that threatens to change everything for the Quartermaines and the Falconers. As Brook Lynn finds herself facing a painful reckoning, and Dante is pushed to the edge, all eyes turn to Lois Cerullo, whose role in the unfolding chaos is far more complicated than anyone anticipated. From old secrets resurfacing to bitter family clashes and a city pulsing with whispers, General Hospital is set to deliver heartbreak, confrontation, and revelations that could shake Port Charles to its very core. At the center of the storm is Lois, the tough-as-nails Brooklyn native whose fierce love for her family may end up costing her everything. While she's always played by her own rules, this time, Lois is in the hot seat, and the consequences are personal. Her past choices, and a few well-intentioned lies have caught up with her, and now she's being forced to defend herself to the people she loves most. Brook Lynn, already reeling from the pressure of motherhood, a secret she's barely managed to keep, and her fragile peace with Chase, is blindsided when she learns just how far her mother was willing to go to protect her legacy. And that legacy might not be what it seemed. Brook Lynn's trust in her mother has been shattered before, but this time feels different. This time, it's about more than pride. It's about betrayal. Lois's involvement in a hush-hush family deal, which may have included manipulating Brook Lynn's inheritance and quietly covering up past misdeeds, sends the young mother into a tailspin. Brook Lynn has fought to create a life that doesn't hinge on the Quartermaine fortune or her mother's musical empire. But as new documents surface, and a hidden recording from years ago circulates, Brook Lynn realizes she may not know her mother at all. The woman she trusted, who moved back to Port Charles to help her navigate love and career, may have been operating with her own agenda all along. Meanwhile, Dante is feeling the ripple effects of Lois's past sins in ways he never expected. His relationship with Brook Lynn, already strained by his complicated family loyalties and his growing worries about Sonny, takes a hard hit. Dante has long believed in keeping family first, but as he's pulled between his mother and the woman he cares about, he's starting to question everything. He's caught between loyalty and truth, and he knows that no matter what he chooses, someone he loves is going to get hurt. The hot seat Lois finds herself in is more than just metaphorical. With Ned and Olivia starting to ask questions about missing funds, suspicious communications, and mysterious meetings from Lois's past, it's clear that the entire family may be at risk. And with Tracy Quartermaine back in town, and sniffing around for any excuse to pull the rug out from under Lois, the stakes couldn't be higher. Tracy's never been one to forgive or forget, and when she catches wind of Lois's potential misdeeds, particularly those involving Edward's old trusts and long-lost music royalties, she springs into action. Not out of concern, of course, but out of opportunity. Tracy has always viewed Lois as a flashy outsider who doesn't belong in the Quartermaine fold. And now she might finally have the ammunition she needs to push Lois out for good. As all this drama unfolds, Chase is left trying to support Brook Lynn, while also dealing with his own doubts about her trust in him. He thought they were building a life on honesty and shared dreams. But with Brook Lynn increasingly withdrawn and evasive, Chase begins to worry she's hiding more than just her feelings about Lois. The couple's foundation begins to crumble, just as they should be enjoying the early joys of new parenthood. In an emotional scene sure to leave viewers breathless, Brook Lynn finally confronts Lois. It happens late at night, in the Quartermaine living room, where so many explosive family showdowns have happened before. Brook Lynn's voice trembles with anger and hurt as she demands the truth. Lois, for her part, tries to explain. She did what she did out of love, out of protection, out of desperation to make sure Brook Lynn would never suffer the same heartbreak she did. But the excuses don't land. Not this time. Brook Lynn walks out, her heart heavy and her future uncertain. Lois is left standing in the wreckage of a lie she thought she buried long ago. And while she may have believed she was shielding her daughter, all she's done is ignite a firestorm that threatens to tear her family apart. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Sonny is dealing with his own unraveling life. As Dante pulls away emotionally, and the fallout from Mina's actions continues to haunt him, Sonny begins to wonder if he's lost more than he can ever get back. He finds himself spiraling, suspicious of everyone around him, and more isolated than ever. His bond with Lois, once strong and rooted in their shared Brooklyn past, becomes another casualty of the rising tension. Maxie, ever the loyal friend, tries to offer Brook Lynn comfort, but even she is shocked by the depth of the betrayal. She encourages Brook Lynn to focus on her child, on her career, and on her own sense of self-worth. But Brook Lynn isn't ready to let it go. She starts digging into old contracts, into family history, and into the web of secrets Lois may have spun decades ago. What she finds could change everything, not just for her and Lois, but for the entire Quatermain dynasty. Meanwhile, Ned begins to wonder if the woman he once fell in love with has been playing him this whole time. Olivia, torn between her loyalty to her husband and her longtime friendship with Lois, is forced to take sides. And in classic Olivia fashion, she doesn't stay silent. She confronts Lois in front of the entire family, demanding accountability and questioning whether any of them ever truly knew who Lois really was. It's a turning point for Lois, who must now decide whether to double down on her secrets or come clean once and for all. She knows that telling the truth could cost her everything, but holding back might destroy what little trust remains. In the coming days, the fallout from Lois' reckoning will affect everyone. The Quatermains will find themselves divided. Dante and Brook Lynn's fragile love may not survive the pressure. Tracy will make a ruthless play for control, and Sonny, already unraveling, may finally lose what's left of his grip on family loyalty. Port Charles is no stranger to secrets and lies, but this time it's personal. And as the truth rises to the surface, no one will be left unscathed. Brook Lynn and Dante aren't just reeling from the shock, they're facing life-changing decisions. Will they choose love, family, or the hard path of independence? And will Lois be able to redeem herself before it's too late? Tune in to General Hospital for all the explosive drama as these characters face their biggest challenges yet, and prepare for the unexpected twists that could change Port Charles forever. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.